All right, well, let's do one more science question.
Okay, we have somebody over here who would like to know the difference between ionic and covalent bonds.
Okay.
Oh,
Classic chemistry question.
classic.
All right. So ionic and covalent bonds are, so a bond in chemistry is some way that two atoms are held together. And in general, we talk about ionic and covalent bonds. There are some other type of bonds, but we'll leave those for another question. But the two main ones that hold really all molecules together, all compounds together, are ionic and covalent. So an ionic bond is a bond where one atom loses an electron, or maybe multiple electrons, and becomes positively charged. And another atom gains electrons and becomes negatively charged, because electrons are negative particles, so the loss of them will make you positive or more positive, whereas gaining them will make you more negative. But let's take a look at my screen. I've got an animation that'll sort of show this. So in the animation, you can see sodium is losing an electron, giving it to fluorine. Sodium's now a little bit positive, fluorine's a little negative, and it's that positive-negative combination that creates literally an electromagnetic effect, which holds these atoms together. So we're talking about sodium and fluoride here. When we get sodium fluoride, when sodium and fluorine, the elements come together, you get sodium fluoride, which is table salt. And when you put table salt in water, it dissociates and becomes positive sodium ions and negative fluorine ions. And then if you were to leave that glass of water out and let it evaporate, the water would go away, and the sodium and fluorine ions would find each other again and hook back up and become a sodium fluoride compound. So alternatively, you have this other kind of bonding called covalent bonding. Make it a little bigger. Oh God, that's kind of scary. It's moving really fast, I know. I hope I'm not giving anyone at home seizures, but that's really intense. But the idea here is that in covalent bonding, rather than losing an electron to become positive and hooking up with a negative atom, what you're doing is you're going to share an electron with another atom, because, and this is something that we don't have time to get into too much right now, but in general, atoms are looking to get a certain number of electrons to fill an outer orbital of electrons. So hydrogen would really like to have 2 electrons. Hydrogen only has 1, but that other hydrogen has another one, so they get together, and if they share, they both have 2. And that is what keeps them held together. Covalent bonds are stronger than ionic bonds. And yeah, I think that's about it.
Cool.
Does that make sense?
It did make sense.
Did you guys get seizures from the...
This is a little intense. I agree.
I'm going to have to think about using
I had to
less
look
intense
away.
gifts.
Yeah.